Hello everybody, this is MP Rock here. I'm going to be showing you about the Ingame NBTEdit mod. It's a wonderful tool, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit about the basics today. Nothing too spectacular, but let's get right into it. To start using this mod, you're going to have to be in creative mode, and if you're a multiplayer, you're going to have to be an op on that server. Now, to start using it, you want to walk up to any entity, or tile entity, and look towards the lower half of them, type in the command NBTEdit. And here's your GUI. You've noticed right away that you have a root compound up here, and that's the whole workings of it. When you open it up, you'll see a whole bunch of different options. If it's a mob, you'll see mostly stuff like this. Depending on the mob, you'll see different options. And you'll see all these different color-coded squares here. These are the data types. Let's go through them. First you have a byte, and then you have a short. This is an int. You have a long. You have a float, a double, the byte array, the string, the list, the compound, and the int, which is also an array. The compound and the list are both containers. And the two other options that you see are the edit and the delete features. So when you want to edit a compound, you want to highlight it and press the enter key. It'll give you a little window here to change the name and the value. One of the things that you have to take care of, though, if you're messing with NBT tags, don't change any of the existing ones, the names. Because if it starts having data that isn't there, things might get wonky. To create a new NBT tag, let's say we want to add him a sword. You would come down here. Let's say he needs a new sword, so you'll need a byte, and according to the NBT format for items, this will be the count, and we'll want that to be 1. And then we'll add short, which is the damage value, and we'll want that as 0. And then we'll want one more short for the item ID, and let's call that 276. If we did everything right, he'll spawn with a diamond sword. Remember, all your changes are in real time. So you notice I gave that zombie a diamond sword. Any other mob, like a skeleton or a zombie pigman, can also be given items. So let's go over to a skeleton over here, and NBT edit him, and we'll notice that he already has a bow. Let's say I wanted to change that bow, because I can't give him a sword because it's bugged and he'll still shoot arrows from a sword. But let's say I wanted to give him an enchantment. I could come over here, add a new compound, name this compound. This is important. This compound will be named tag, and in this compound we'll add a new list. This list will be called enchant, or inch for actual name. That's right. And for each enchantment we'll have a new compound. This one will be an ID, let's say 48 for power, and then we'll have it a power 5 bow. So we'll have to define a level. If everything went right, you'll now see his bow is enchanted. One more thing we can do with this, speaking of we have almost unlimited possibilities, is we can change villagers. Not only can we change them, we can change their deals. He doesn't have any deals. Now he has deals. Had to update him. So buy and buy B are all the what he buys, and then sell is what he's selling. So he'll take an iron axe and 4 emeralds, and he'll give you back an iron axe with some enchantments. I might have looked already, so I already know that this is Unbreaking 2 and Efficiency 2. And thus forth, with all these tags here, I can create my own deals, or manipulate his already existing deals. Let's say I wanted this to be near infinite. So what I could do is, I could just change this to, say, 2,147. Of course that's not infinite, but it'll take a long time to actually reach that number. Of course I could up the number a little bit more, but this is just for demonstration purposes. We can also manipulate tile entities. So if we look at this chest here, we'll see that we have some wood, a zombie egg, a diamond sword, and a chest, and some other various materials. If we edit this, we'll see that it's a tile entity. It gives us X, Y, and Z, the ID of it, and the items inside. Let's break this down a little bit. If we're going by the item format and NBT tags, we'll notice that it, once again, it has a count, a damage, and an ID, but it also has a slot. When it comes to entity IDs that, or tile entities, sorry, that have an inventory, this slot is important. It defines which slot in the chest it is. So having less than 0 or more than what I think is 29 probably won't be very good. It would actually crash your game. Of course, we can see all of the things here. Nothing special. But that's just a few quick things that you can do with this mod right off the bat. Later on, I'll be able to get into custom mob spawners, custom mobs that never despawn or take damage, and some various other goodies that some map makers would really love.